there, this is Mary Humphrey of Mary Humphrey Coaching. Welcome to my channel. Well, the holiday season is approaching really quickly, and wow, are we surprised by it every single year? I believe we are. And today I'm going to talk about how we share the holiday season with a narcissistic partner. How do we prepare ourselves and what can we expect? Sometimes we get the better out of it, but sometimes we get the worst. And ask me how I know that. This is a rather triggering topic for myself because I saw some of the best behavior during the holiday season, especially at Christmas, but I also witnessed the worst. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you, because if you're living with a narcissist and you expect their behaviors to be better during the holiday season or even worse, I just want you to be prepared. What does be prepared mean? It means I want you to have your boundaries set up, and I'm talking about mental boundaries. What are you going to accept? To have things in place that you can take care of yourself. I'm telling you, self-care. Be prepared. This may mean that you have a new book that you're going to read. This may mean that you've bought yourself some gifts. This may mean that you spend time with your best friend, and that might be your sister. You go shopping. You go somewhere special. I'm not saying spend a lot of money, but be prepared to take care of you. Be prepared that the worst behavior might come from the narcissist, because during the holiday season, we're all kind of pushed. We're pushed into different routines. We're pushed into being with people sometimes is a little difficult to be with. And I would just want you to be prepared. I want you to be prepared for number one, the best, or number two, the worst. And when you're in the best, don't expect to always have the best. And to realize that sometimes you're being love bombed by the narcissist. And sometimes their really, really best behavior is just a smoke screen. And yes, this can be very painful. One of the things that I learned to do was I loved this little town that was not that far away. It was a little artist colony type of town. I would just get in my car and I would drive there. I would enjoy the beautiful scenery. I would just breathe in the sights and the smells and the peace of it all. And that was my escape. That was my self-care. I learned to be fully armored against getting hurt by the narcissist in the holiday season. I just want you to be prepared. If you're interested in a hobby, start your hobby during the holiday season. Create a new tradition. Replace some of your bad memories with good memories. As you get into being creative, whatever it takes for you, take your camera out into nature, take some photographs, start a journal. Journals are extremely therapeutic. As you write to yourself, you resolve your problems, and you might even find out, like me, that you like to write and you start writing for some living. Be prepared to be alone with God. If you consider yourself to be a Christian, you may even consider the holiday season as something that you do to honor God. This may be your new tradition. Start yourself a prayer journal. Open up a brand new Bible, or get out your old Bible with all of the notes in it and create a prayer time. It's your alone time with God. Make it a spiritual, divine situation. Turn to God. Let His peace fill you. So when you're prepared for the holiday season, you prevent yourself from getting into things that you don't want to get into. You prevent yourself from getting into arguments with the narcissist. There is no right or wrong when it comes to the narcissist. What you need to do is make it right in your mind. You need to get yourself living the life that you were designed to live. It's not a period of time to say, am I right? Am I wrong? Is he right? If he's wrong? The arguments are not going to work with the narcissist. The moral of my story today, as I wrap this up, is just, again, two words: be prepared. Be prepared for the worst and be prepared for the best. And keep yourself in the middle of the road with all of it. And get out there and talk to someone that understands. It could be your sister, it could be your best friend, it could be a life coach. a relationship coach. And if you can't afford life coaching, I always tell people, find a life coach that's currently in school working on their certification. Many are glad to work pro bono or take on new clients at a deep discount. Go to a counselor. There's many counselors out there that will work with you at a lower cost or even for free. It will help people that are in emotionally abusive situations. And one thing I noticed this week, there are meetup groups. Meetup.com, meetup.com. And I am not in an affiliate program with Meetup, but I noticed that there are groups for those that are in relationships or coming out of relationships with emotionally abusive people, or people that are coming out of toxic relationships. And these groups meet privately, and they meet about once a month. And this may be your way to get out and share with someone else, because it's important to share. It's important to get this off your chest. When we internalize all of this, we tend to become overwhelmed. And also, such as in the case of gaslighting, we're told that, hey, you're crazy, or hey, this problem's yours, or I wouldn't be this way if it wasn't for you, and you're nuts. We start to believe that, and it's hard on our mental health. And I don't want you in that situation. I want you to realize that abuse is never okay. It's simply not okay. And when you're in a narcissistic relationship, typically there's nothing that you can do to make the relationship better. Now, there's always things we can do in life to better ourselves. We can always become better people. But in a narcissistic relationship with a true narcissist with narcissistic personality disorder, that person has to decide if they're going to be a better person. Counseling won't even help them if they haven't decided that. And 99% of the time, therapy doesn't help them anyhow. So I know it's painting an ugly picture, and I want you to have the best holiday season. But the more that you prepare for things, the more self-care that you are prepared to indulge in, the easier it's going to be for you to get through this season. In my particular case, it was a Christmas season where I realized I didn't want to be abused anymore, and I didn't want to be used, and that I wasn't a doormat. I was able to say, hey, I've had enough. Sorry about the bulldog noise. It doesn't happen real often in these recent videos. Your situation, I don't know what it is, but I just want you to take care of you, and I want you to be prepared. And I want you to have a great holiday season, however that transpires for you. But I want you to also remember that this is a season. Yes, many of us are celebrating the birth of Jesus, but you can celebrate that any day of your life. I'm sorry about the sun going in and out too. I'm using natural light today. You can celebrate that any time of your life. Don't allow yourself to be devastated because it's the holiday season and things aren't going very well at home or with your partner, whichever way that is. Just take care of you and be prepared. 2 words, be prepared. I want you to have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please click like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you so much.